Entaro Adun, Executor. Your defense of Antioch has restored my faith in the Templar caste. I admit that Tassadar's desertion had shaken my faith.
Indeed, Aldaris. I would hope that the Judicator would put more faith in their Templar brethren.
Tassadar, where have you been?
Be silent, Judicator. There is no time to waste, and I have much to tell you. As you know, the Zerg vanished after the fall of the Terran world of Tarsonis. And though the Conclave bid me return home, I was compelled to remain. A powerful psionic call drew my attention to a remote barren world named Char. Apparently the call was answered by others as well. For upon Char, I encountered those who were once our brethren, the Dark Templar.
Consorting with the Fallen Ones is heresy.
Enough! Hear me, Executor. For I have learned much from the Dark Templar Prelate, Zeratul. The Overmind controls its minions through agents called Cerebrates. Strike down the Cerebrates, and the swarms will surely fall.
Executor, Tassadar may be right. If you can keep the Zerg occupied, my force may be able to penetrate their perimeter and slay the abomination.
I pray we can trust you, Tassadar. Already I can sense the taint of the Fallen One's influence on your mind. You must return to Ire at once.
My concern is for the safety of Ire, not the judgments of the Conclave. I will return when the time is right.
And welcome back! This is ballerscuba with more Let's Play Starcraft. When we last left off, we started off as the Protoss. As you can see, the Protoss have some rifts between them. Let's take on Protoss mission number 2. We have to distract the Zerg while Phoenix gets into position, then we have to kill the Cerebrate. We're no longer the Cerebrate, so I have no problem with this. Phoenix does have to survive. Any tips for me? Bet you do. Protoss Reavers attack by firing explosive scarabs at their targets. To build scarabs, select the Reaver and press the Build Scarabs button. Do we have access to scarabs today? Alright, so we get a timer, 15 minutes, but as we know, that's not going to be all that we have to do here. You guys can just, you know, hang out right there. That seems like a good spot. Hopefully. Alright, let's get more probes underway. We are going to need many, many probes. Not as many as I would need for drones, but I still want to try to get, you know, this covered. That would be nice. There's not that much going on back here, unfortunately. Not too... Actually, there's a lot going on in there. I was anticipating much, much less. But, we'll get things done eventually. Build me an assimilator, please. And then head over here. It's so nice to have something that just starts building and then wanders off. No need to hang around and build. We will be fine. Eventually I will want to get a pylon, I believe, here. No. I thought that was the way in. Alright, let's... Oh, there it is. It's over there. I see the ramp now. We'll get 2 going. Alright, simulator done. There is the ramp. So that is where we will need to guard. We'll try to put a pylon out there eventually. Maybe 1 or 2 more probes on minerals. But for the time being, we want you to head out there. Yeah, you can send Zerglings. It's not going to do so well for you. I can tell by the blood pattern that they were Zerglings. No Hydras there. Alright, as you can see, we've got a lot of work to do. They didn't give us much. They gave us a couple pylons and a few troops and a couple builders, and that's pretty much it. I think we're more or less okay. A lot of this will disappear pretty quickly. So let's build me a pylon out here. We're gonna need you guys. You know what? You're probably fine right there. I was thinking of putting them in front of the pylon, but for now, that will be okay. Alright, you head and get me gas. You get me minerals, and we should be good. That should be fine. For now. I will, of course, want to build more things. Let's see. Gateway sounds good. You know, for unit making. That's usually the way that I like to go. Making an army. It's a lot easier to win that way, after all. That's not where I would have put you, but alright. Photon cannons? Oh, I need a forge for that. Right. They didn't give me a forge. I'm so used to them just giving me that. We'll put the forge over here. Alright, and head back. We'll try to do what we can. Keep in mind, though, that the Protoss are pretty gas heavy. You're gonna need a lot of gas for them. So you want to get this gas early if you're trying to make progress. I know it's stacking up right now, but that won't always be the case. It sounds like they're actually working. It sounds like an old-timey forge, which is kind of weird considering the Protoss don't really do too much old-timey. Alright, build a shield battery to recharge your unit's shields. That's right, we get a shield battery, but for the time being, I would rather have a photon cannon. Speaking of which, hey look, Hydras! No, you get out of there! See, the Hydras look completely different when they explode. One guy got permanently injured, but we'll live, we'll be fine. Shield battery is alright, but I don't know. I'd rather get a second photon cannon over here for now. Put it over there. Try to get everything properly placed. Have to start thinking about other things, like shields. Shields is the best, so it's, of course, twice as expensive as anything else that I want to do. Isn't that always the way of things? This is the best. Alright, it's going to cost you, though. Of course it is. There went pretty much all of my minerals. But we still have more work to do. I want to extend the tech tree. But for now, we're just gonna do work at the forge. I don't think I'm gonna get a second forge. I don't really have the minerals to cover that right now. Plus, we only have what, 9.5 minutes before something happens. Pretty much Phoenix gets into position, but I haven't been super clear about what that means. Alright, we'll put the cybernetics core up there, because why not? Alright, get back in there. We're doing alright here. So, if you're playing multiplayer, I would recommend having a 2-to-1 photon cannon to pylon ratio. You could even do 3, but once you start doing like 4 or 5, then they can just attack the pylons and down go all of your cannons. It gets a little bit more complicated in multiplayer. In single player, they just always attack the cannon, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Just build as many cannons as one pylon can hold. That's the way to go in single player. They don't attack the pylons. They don't think like that. Wow, that was a whole bunch at once. We will probably want a shield battery. We'll put it there. That seems good. Alright, get back in. I might go for a third photon cannon. Maybe on this side a bit. Problem is, I always kind of make it difficult for my troops to get outside the photon cannons because I just like so many photon cannons. It's nice. It works. Alright, shield battery is done. As you can see, it has basically a magic meter. Select a unit and right-click on the shield battery to recharge that unit's shields, or recharge shields and target, or use the recharge shields and target an area to recharge all of your units in that area. Guess which one I'm going to be doing more often. Just click, click. Alright, we're good. Hey look, mutas. A muta, I should say. Did I not recharge properly? Do I have to select a unit? Doesn't it? I swore it worked on buildings. Oh, now I'm misremembering things. I'm lumping together the second game, aren't I? Entirely possible. Select an area, right? They said select an area. I'm remembering the shield battery all wrong, apparently. Alright, let's start getting some troops. This is almost done. We're probably going to need some pylons pretty soon here. We can wait a little bit longer, though. Still got 6 minutes to go. Actually want another photon cannon. Put it there. That's good enough. That seems to be alright. Hooray! His life will be for ire. And the upgrade is done. Let's go for ground weapons, I guess, first. I don't really have a preference on it. I should probably go for range. It's kind of late now, but these guys can attack everything after all. We'll keep on getting more income. Alright, that's enough for another pylon. Build me another one. Doesn't really matter where. Alright, get back in there. We got some work to do. Always more work to do. Never satisfied. Yeah, this takes forever. Once you start building units, then it starts feeling like the upgrades take way too long. Before then, it's fine. You don't need them for anything. But now that I want them, it takes way too long. But they're not really letting me do anything else. The Nexus can't do anything. I don't have access to other kinds of structures, so this is pretty much it. Shield battery fully stocked. Might do that in the middle of the battle.
Upgrade complete.
If I remember. Chances aren't good of that, though. I tend to forget these things. Looks like I could go for another pylon as well. So build me another pylon here. Yeah, I got that. 73 and it's on fire that much. 73%. That's way too much fire, considering. Not much I can do to repair it, though. We'll try it again. Recharge shields. Yeah, it's not working for the buildings. Nobody else is low on shields. Looks like everybody's shields are fine. It's a little bit hard to tell from this screen, but you can tell by how blue it is around them. They have like an aura of shields. So far, so good, though. We only got 2.5 minutes to go. I could move out. Let's go ahead and do that. It's not necessary, but I'm getting a little antsy here. They've been coming kind of from this general direction. They do love to bury their troops. Let's see what we got. Not too much going on at all. Hey, there is another ramp up to my base, but they have not been coming this way at all. Is anybody buried over here? Yep. Sure were. Guys should have came. There was an opening available for you.
My life for ire. Upgrade complete.
We got pretty much everything done here. Oh, that's quite a few. All right, that's far enough. That's far enough. I lost a troop there. You guys gonna chase me? All the way back? Nah, he gave up. So we got to see their base a little bit. As you can see, it's pretty well fortified, so much so that I want either a larger army or plot to happen first. And pretty sure plot's gonna happen first because I only got 30 seconds to go. Didn't really explore down here, but you can kind of see there's like the coastline right there. So not too much going that way either. We got the last thing being upgraded. We'll be fine. Recharge everything around there. There we go. Time we got it to work. Where's that one guy? Hey, he's fine now. He's fine, but it doesn't work on buildings. That upsets me.
In position. I await your orders.
And these guys have shown up. You must build scarabs for your reavers before you can attack with them. Yeah, build scarabs. You have to queue them up this way, otherwise it doesn't work.
Your command?
Phoenix can hang out. Do I bring Phoenix? This is where things get a little weird because I love the reavers sometimes. They can be a hassle, right? But ultimately, you have to have all of the scarabs built, otherwise they won't use them.
Additional pylons.
It's not the only time we'll be encountering something like that, but now I do have a split force, which is never particularly good. Putting you guys on the same one's not going to be that big of a deal for me, so you guys are 1, you guys are 2. Let's see what we can find. We have a Cerebrate to destroy. Hey, look! And a base over here. Get down here. Apparently there's some units on patrol. And not sure how much I trust Phoenix. Come on, guys, get in there. Start blowing shit up. Boom. Come on, build more scarabs. You keep on using them, so build more. I only got 2 zealots left. Zealots didn't last nearly as long as I would have liked. All right. You guys are 3. Start heading in. You guys are 4. Start heading in. Probably should have done that earlier, but we're fine now. Build me more scarabs. Alright, now over here we're still doing some more work. Scarabs. You have to keep on going with them. They can't figure them out by themselves. Are you dying to the explosions? No, you're fine. I'm like, that doesn't do splash damage on us. Why are you so hurt? Alright, 3 and 4. Keep on heading in, guys. Keep on going. Keep on heading in. We still got work to do. Alright, you guys are bugging me. Hit this. Alright, I lost a scarab. I'm fine. We have this one. I'm supposed to be using them like siege tanks, right? That's the idea. But I'm not. I'm being especially sloppy. Alright, hit that. Alright, hit over here. See, this is how you're supposed to use the scarabs. Sorry, Reavers. I think I've been calling them Scarabs. I go back and forth because they're both. Alright, you guys are now number 1. Alright, look what we got here. Zerg Cerebrate. You know what? Go ahead and destroy that. Sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, we can do it from back here. We don't need to actually take this thing out. Zerg Cerebrate will go down. So the thing that was talking to us throughout the whole Zerg campaign, that's what it looks like.
Remain behind and observe the effects of our attack. Return to the Citadel. I shall notify you when the brood becomes erratic.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
And we've won! With the Cerebrate gone, the the Spine Crawler no longer cares. Spine Crawler? What am I talking about? Oh, hey, we got the Fleet of the Executor this time. We beat the Balrog brood. Totally not a Balrog brood at all. But we got it won! We completely crushed them in units. We completely crushed them in structures, but we lost in resources by a lot. I went 99 and 19, could have been a lot better, but I just wanted to kind of push instead of letting the Reavers do all of the siege work for me. I lost 19 units. I killed 94 of theirs, but 5 extra somewhere. I made 14 units and I only made 8, of which I destroyed 20. Sometimes the math is weird. Didn't get as much gas or minerals as them, but I spent more than they did, as you might have anticipated. That's Protoss mission number 2 down.